Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Today we've got exhibition baseball between the Twins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Danny Santana heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, look at Gung. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Batting second.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Daryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Daryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Hit hard up the middle. Taken in by Gung. The second for one. On to first. A double play. Brian Dozier is set to take his first cuts here, trying to get him started again following the double play.
Yeah, there's not much that he can do about that double play. He's just got to try to get something going again for these guys.
Back goes Polanco. Gone! It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Here's Miguel Sano. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this is off the fence now out near the Washington bullpen. The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. Joe Mauer, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. MLB The Show has baseball coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg. Today, a spring training matchup. Danny Santana makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Danny Santana.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 20.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming, here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Twins. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Manny Machado is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, still a little late with that swing. He's got to get going a little sooner.
And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time. And the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
Batting second, left fielder, number 23.
Number 23 swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul wide of first. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game. Mark Trumbo gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. On the ground to third. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. So a fairly painless top of the. And now here's a look at Paul Molitor's Twins. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still a guy you have to be careful with. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs. His approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Now to the plate, Eddie Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Hardy for 1. On to first, a double play. Brian Dozier will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all the way.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Stubbs is in his tracks now, and that will retire the side. Chris Davis makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Steve Pearce into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And that one flung on and missed 0-1.
Oh, he's got him eaten right out of the palm of his hand now. 2 strikeouts already here.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Matt Wieters set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. And a ball 1-0.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Miguel Sano strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. In now, Trevor Plouffe. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Joe Mauer settles into the box for his first chance. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Stepping in, Eduardo Escobar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And he's not quite as powerful from the left side as he is batting right-handed. So he just doesn't quite have that same pop in his bat batting lefty.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Mauer will take the turn and head for home. And a relay to the plate. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0. Max Kepler steps forward here with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base.
Well, just about everything's gone their way so far in this frame. And another great opportunity to add to the total right here.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting,
Danny Santana will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Well, he hit the fastball, so we're going to see right here if they still come at him with the hard stuff.
Number 23 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Eddie Rosario will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back on it is the left fielder, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And this throw gets away from him. And the run will score all the way from first. Now a 5-0 lead.
the second baseman.
Striding into the box, Brian Dozier. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Trumbo, and this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The run scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Movement in the Orioles' bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Stubbs there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. Drew Stubbs will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Batting ninth, shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
J.J. Hardy is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped weakly to the left. Sano is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They won't make a dent in a 6-0. Trevor Plouffe will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. Joe Mauer stands in following an RBI single his first time through. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Shot towards second, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. The tag from Wieters, and he is out trying to score. And he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple. Eduardo Escobar stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's 7-0. Wade Miley will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Out in front of it, strike 1. Miley sets. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. Kurt Suzuki strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Danny Santana stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from second is in to score. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hard liner to center field, and that's in there, base hit. In to score, the runner from third. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 10-0 score. Brian Dozier stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Miguel Sano digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Toward left center and fairly deep. Stubbs ranging back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center as this lead got even wider.
Now batting.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center as the blowout continues. So here's Joe Mauer.
Number 7, Joe.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that number 23 will stride forward to lead it off. And I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Now batting.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Trumbo.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. Played on the backhand. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Chris Davis digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And Mauer will step on the bag at first. Eduardo Escobar is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Miley into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Shot back up the middle. Stubbs is right there, 1 down.
Now batting.
Max Kepler will stand in, hoping he can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far.
Well, sitting up here, it looks like there's a lot of wide open spaces, but he's been hitting them right at people all game long.
Around first, heading for second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
The catcher,
Kurt Suzuki steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. The runner from second crosses the plate, and he will pull into second with an RBI double. Danny Santana ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base.
Now batting.
Eddie Rosario stands in another RBI spot. He's already got 3 in the game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how many good pitches he's going to see right here.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's Brian Dozier now. hit sharply toward the right side. Trumbull will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Jonathan Schoop heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting.
At the plate, Steve Pearce. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Oh, and he nonchalanted that one as it costs him and goes right by him. And he is in there.
Now batting.
Matt Wieters in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. Glenn Perkins will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring. Perkins is ready, coming at him with the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
And if you're looking for reasons why you're in the fifth inning here with no runs, there's a prime example right there. They just cannot resist going after pitches like that one there.
Into the box now, Drew Stubbs. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Mike Wright will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Sano will head for second. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. Coming to the plate now, Trevor Plouffe. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. That's in there, base hit. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Around third and being waved on home. In to score the runner from second. Joe Mauer will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Joe Mauer.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Stubbs ranging back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. Now the relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
And that's 19 runs they've put up so far, and the way they're swinging the bats, there's no end in sight.
Ready now, Eduardo Escobar. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a two-run shot to left center as this lead got even wider. Standing in now, Max Kepler. As he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double. Digging in and looking for more, Kurt Suzuki. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Hit hard towards second. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. Now they tag him out between second and third, and it's a double play. Danny Santana Digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to...
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left as the blowout continues. Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
The second baseman.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
Brian Dozier.
As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And he dives to make a... J.J. Hardy steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Sano is under it to put it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 out to kick off the 6th.
Third baseman, number 13.
Manny Machado will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Perkins comes set. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2.
After battling injuries in previous years, Manny Machado showed everybody what he could do in 2015. He got named to the All-Star team, he participated in the Home Run Derby, and he won another Gold Glove.
The batter, number
23 will dig in. He's been a strikeout victim twice in this one. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Boy, he sure can sling that thing, can't he?
He sure can. A very wide arm angle. Comes from the first base side. It's not straight either. It's moving.
Right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
The 0-1 pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Number 64. And he'll take over on the mound. Miguel Sano will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run. A big blow early on. Oh, and this goes right past him. The throw into second. Thought about going for second, but instead, now they've got him in a pickle. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for route number 1. But right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
First baseman, number 7.
Joe Mauer stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Stubbs is going to have room out there as he puts this. Call's gone out for a pinch hitter as the left-handed speedster Michael Bourne has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle now. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. And that's offered at and missed by Bourne as he falls quickly behind here, 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Dario Alvarez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground to the left side. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Nolan Reimold will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rosario is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Brad Brock will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Ryan Flaherty is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first is Escobar on his way to second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ballgame.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this.
Smokes this one into deep center field. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center as this lead got even wider.
The catcher, number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. At the plate, Danny Santana. They'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Around third and being waved on home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. Eddie Rosario will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Stubbs going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
The second baseman, number 2.
So a 2-run shot to left center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
For the Twins, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier as they just continue to pour it on here. Line to the right side, but foul. Hit hard on the ground to second. Flaherty from shallow right. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away. Tommy Hunter will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Here comes the first pitch.
Tommy Hunter.
Slapped hard the opposite way. The relay throw. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the 2nd out. Big mistake there. Joe Mauer digs in now after lining out in his last try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. Number 23 is there, and he puts it away to Matt Wieters will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1, and he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Drew Stubbs will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kepler moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. J.J. Hardy will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Out in front here is Hardy as he pulls this one down the left field line, out of play. The 0-2 delivery. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and we'll do it again on 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And as you can see, striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Eduardo Escobar. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hot shot towards the hole. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1. Bullet back up the middle. In there, a base hit. Kurt Suzuki steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Oh, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
Trumbo looks up. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as this lead got even wider. In now, Danny Santana as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Digging in to try it again, Brian Dozier. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. From a knee, he throws him out. A remarkable. Manny Machado will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Grounded to short. Escobar over to his left, on to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out. Number 67 will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Pedro Alvarez steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Left side, backhanded. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over.
And this will wind up being the kind of save that you used to see back in the 70s. He gave them all he had out of that bullpen, and he winds up finishing this one off himself.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. From the home of the Mariners since 1999, there's a look at Safeco Field here in Seattle. Today we've got exhibition baseball between the Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's coming off one of the biggest performances of his career, a 3-home-run game. Maybe there's no such thing as a hat trick in baseball, but that's as close as you can get.
Jake Odorizzi, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Miguel Sano heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. Belted high and deep into right center. Kiermaier looks up. Gone! As the Twins take a 1-0 lead. Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Counting down to the start of this one from Tampa. The Twins and the Rays are next. Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Brian Dozier makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Second baseman, number 2.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier as the Twins take a 1-0 lead. Odorizzi gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Back goes Kiermaier at the track, and this one is gone. A home run. Two batters, two solo home runs, as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead. Standing in now, Danny Santana. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Third baseman.
Into the box, Miguel Sano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Already pitching from a deficit here as he fires this one by him for strike one.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
High and deep to left center field. Kiermaier looks up. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Batting fifth.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in.
Trevor Plouffe.
As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out.
First baseman number 7.
Striding into the box, Joe Mauer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line drive to left. Dickerson is going to have room out there as he puts. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Down by 3 after the top of the first, you're already in a big hole. So almost every guy in your lineup becomes a leadoff hitter. Get those guys on to start innings and see if you can get a rally going.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Kevin Kiermaier stands in for the first time.
Center fielder, Kevin.
Hit on the ground to short. To his left, Escobar in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
Evan Longoria gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. And he takes ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And a good eye there from Longoria as he's aboard. It's ball 4. Corey Dickerson will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Eduardo makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. A solo shot here to left as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0. Stepping in now, Max Kepler. This is line to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Kurt Suzuki stands in.
The catcher, number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Lined hard toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. The run scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead. And he is in there. Eddie Rosario stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it, but the velocity of the pitch probably helped it a little bit, and he just snuck it out of here.
Kiermaier is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. The relay throw, and they get the double play at third. And now this is going to turn into a triple play, and that will end the inning. Wow! So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. Minnesota leads this one 5-0.
And leading off for the Rays, second
Good
baseman,
swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Suzuki gonna have to hurry, and he's retired here, 1 away.
batting 6th, designated
Brad
hitter,
Miller settles into the box for his first chance. Down the third baseline. To his right, Sano. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
batting 7th,
Steven Souza gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. And back for the top of the third here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Danny Santana is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. Odorizzi steps into his windup and delivers. Hot shot towards the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Digging in, Miguel Sano. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, we'll see how they try to pitch him this time. If he gets another one up there, he may jump the yard again.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out. Matt Andriese is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring.
now pitching for the Rays, number 35.
He's set. Here it comes. Shoots this one to first. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. The relay, and they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And they'll slap the tag on him here in the rundown between second and third. Joe Mauer steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over. Logan Morrison will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just one run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Catcher,
Curt Casali stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Ground ball right side. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second. Stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there. Number 58 will be the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 58.
Max Kepler strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
Leading off for Minnesota, right fielder.
Hot shot toward third. There to take a hit away is Longoria. Quick reactions at the hot corner for out number one.
Number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
First pitch on its way. Taken high and deep to right. Looking up is Souza. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches.
Now batting.
So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Miguel Sano strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Hard hit ball to second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, Evan Longoria will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time.
Third baseman.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Number 55 will come in and pitch now.
For Minnesota, number 55.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's a tight little slider right there. It looked like it was going to be a ball, but then you can see the hard-biting movement come back, and it winds up just catching that outside corner.
Corey Dickerson is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Tapped out in front of home. Suzuki scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting,
Logan
second
Forsythe
baseman.
stands in. He's
Logan
0 for 1 after
Forsythe.
grounding out. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Number 4 is on over on the mound.
Number 4.
Trevor Plouffe will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Now to the plate, Joe Mauer. He singled his last time up.
Joe Mauer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Dickerson has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Now batting,
Eduardo Escobar steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. From the stretch. Out in front as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit. The relay, and he'll get in there safely.
the batter.
Max Kepler digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Goes the other way as this is lined to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. And they'll put the tag on him between third and home. And I don't know what he's thinking, but it's a double play. And the Brad Miller stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. This man out for his second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Oh, 2 pitch swung on and hit in the air out to straightaway left. Rosario is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
Right fielder number 20.
Digging in, Steven Souza. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2.
Boy, he is really looking good now. Hitting all of his spots. They set that target away, and the catcher never even moved.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
First baseman number 7. Logan
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Eddie Gamboa will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. High in the air and deep to left center field. Kiermaier looking up, and it's gone. So a solo shot there from Kurt Suzuki as this lead got even wider.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? 1 pitch and see you later.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run.
The left fielder number 12.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, what's the best way to beat a knuckleballer? Well, let him throw you something else to start off the at-bat and then sit on that pitch instead. And that worked out beautifully right there.
Danny Santana digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson has a play. He gets there to put it away, and tagging is the runner from first. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Well, this is why you don't see this play attempted all that often. He thinks he can pull the old sneak attack here on the left fielder, but this only works if you get a guy out there in left that's not paying attention. So they put the tag on him at second for a foolish double play.
Left field and deep. So that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side. Curt Casali will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And it's quickly 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
The batter, number 5,
Matt Duffy will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2.
Now batting,
Kevin Kiermaier will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Kepler on the move. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana calls for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Just about given. Danny Farquhar will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. On the first pitch of the inning is lined into left field, a leadoff single. The relay. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
First baseman, number 7.
Joe Mauer digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
I've got to say, even as a right-handed hitter myself, there's something about a left-handed hitter's swing. It's really fun to watch when they square one up. This is a cut fastball, but you see the nice extension, the good follow-through, and he just rips it into center field.
First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as the blowout continues. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now, and he's not stopping. He wants 3. The tag, and he's out at third, and a poor decision to try to stretch it that time.
Well, once his ball got out there, you figured it was a sure double, but he decided to risk it and try for 3. It's a pretty big gamble to take when you're already in scoring position, and here it doesn't pay off.
This one's hit deep out to left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That's 6 hits now he's given up in just this inning alone, and it's beyond time for a change. You've got to get him out of there.
He pulls this one into right. Souza will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Alexi Ramirez is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Alexi Ramirez.
Grounded foul off to the right. Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. Number 62 will be the new pitcher.
Number 62.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. This one's flared toward left center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Mikey Matuk will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Tim Beckham will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Todd couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the end. Mikey Matuk will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Steve Geltz will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 54.
Danny Santana comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter,
Miguel Sano strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
now playing second base, number 1.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is lined hard to deep left. Matuk is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
Designated hitter, Trevor.
Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Trevor Plouffe. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. High fly ball out to deep right field. Souza going back, and this one is gone. A home run.
First baseman, number 7.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they just continue to pour it on here. Kiermaier is going to have room out there as Ryan Brett will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Grounded to the right. Backhanded. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Right fielder, number 20.
Steven Souza will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Logan Morrison will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
The 0-1 pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Erasmo Ramirez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Opposite field to left. Matuk is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Right fielder.
Ready now, Max Kepler. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, well, he wound up getting gunned down, but he did hit the ball well, and he's going to look to do the same thing right here.
Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Kurt Suzuki stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change.
Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues. Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Eddie Rosario stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Mata racing back. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider. In now, Danny Santana as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Miguel Sano is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. And he will not get back to... Curt Casali will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Number 38 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And here's a ball hit in the air. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
Oh, and he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away. Ramon Russell will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
2 out, nobody on. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good...
And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over.
And this save will wind up being the 3-inning variety, and that's got to be okay with him as he gets the final 9 outs to finish off this victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasser.